Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, like, join it or something.
Everyone, Lucamus Prime here, so it's time for the next episode of my series of video games that deserve sequels. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering this time an example of a first-person shooter video game, which I'll definitely love to see a sequel to. And this video game is also the latest installment of a video game franchise that I've played as well. And this game in franchise is also one of my all-time favourite first-person shooter franchise ever. And if you guys didn't see a recent community post where I announced what this franchise is, no, it's definitely not Call of Duty. Because, in my opinion, this franchise is miles better than Call of Duty will ever be, in my opinion. And this game I'd love to see a sequel to is none other than 2020's Doom Eternal. So, now you guys are going to, of course, be asking me what are my thoughts on the games then. So, currently I have Doom 3's BFG edition on PS3, which includes Doom 3 and also all the first two games as well, remastered for PS3. And also on PS4, and also technically on PS4 backwards compatible, I have Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, the video or game I'll be covering that deserves a sequel. And from playing the games, I can confidently say that the franchise is most definitely my favourite first-person shooter franchise ever. And also as well, Doom 2016 is also, without question for me, my favourite first-person shooter game ever. Like, I love everything about this game. To me, it's the best in the franchise. And I think as well that Doom 3's BFG edition is also, in my opinion, one of the best first-person shooters I've played on PS3 of all time as well, in my opinion. Just an awesome game. And when it comes to Doom Eternal, while it might not be as good in my opinion as Doom 2016, because while the game is still awesome, just like Doom 2016 is also awesome, the only issues I could say with Eternal is probably that the parkour gameplay needed a lot of practice from me. I mean, it was hard to do at first when it was first introduced into a game, but eventually I got used to it, and I was able to then, you know, get used to it, you know, towards the end of playing the game. And I will admit that some parts of the game were a bit rage-inducing too, like the final bosses were a bit hard to do, but eventually I got there and defeated the bosses in this game. But I do appreciate it, of course, for taking what was awesome about Doom 2016 and adding new things to it. But I do appreciate it tried to do something different. It's a shame that Call of Duty would never do that with its latest game, didn't it? Because those games lack innovation, whereas this franchise has lots of it. And Eternal's proof of that because of the introduction of parkour. So when it comes, of course, to a future franchise, I would definitely really love a sequel which follows on from this game. And I would definitely be in for it, absolutely. Because I would really love it if, of course, it involves the Doomslayer coming back and, of course, fighting, of course, Hell, those forces, on another world. Because, obviously, of course, at the end of this game, of course, Doomslayer is able to stop the Hell forces from invading Earth. He stops the invasion by killing the Icon of Sin. So, I definitely really hope, of course, that they'll do a sequel to this. And they, of course, did DLC called The Ancient Gods, which was released in 2 parts. And of course, at the ending of DLC has him, of course, being sealed in a sarcophagus until he's needed again by the Seraphs. So, that, of course, was setting up, of course, the potential for him to return in future installments, of course, when he's needed again. So, I'd love a sequel in which, of course, Hell's forces invade another world, and they, of course, call upon Doomslayer to help them. So, I definitely really love to see what happens, really. So, if I do, I'm definitely in for that, absolutely. Provided they, of course, don't invade Earth again, because that'll probably ruin Doom Eternal's ending. I hope they invade a new world this time, and they bring out Doomslayer to save everyone. And they also introduce new enemies as well, and maybe new gameplay mechanics as well, definitely. Because Doom Eternal did a very good job introducing parkour. While it was hard for me at first, I got used to it, and I think it was a great addition to the game, in my opinion. And introduce new types of enemies, new weapons, and a new story. And bring back other characters too as well, who survived the previous games too. I'll definitely be in for that. So, there has been, of course, talks of an upcoming game in the franchise being made, but we don't know yet at the time of recording if it's a prequel or a sequel to Eternal. And I would personally love to see a sequel anyway, which continues on from the DLC's ending of Doom Eternal. I'd definitely be in for that. If it was a prequel, then, maybe. I mean, I love a franchise, so I'll give it a chance, of course, because I love a franchise. Because I played all the Doom games, guys, and so far I've loved them, really. I've not had a problem with them at all, really, which would make me hate the games. No. Maybe only a few bad qualities, like rage-inducing parts, and some parts I found hard. But other than that, it's a great franchise, in my opinion. So, I would definitely be in for more. Sign me up to that, absolutely. And I hope the franchise gets to thrive, hopefully without Bethesda screwing them over as well, like, of course, they have done recently to, of course, the absolute abomination being Starfield. I really hope that ID don't get screwed over by Bethesda when it comes to producing this game. And when it comes as well to composers, I really hope they're able to settle the dispute with Mick Gordon, because Mick Gordon was unfortunately really screwed over when composing music for Doom Eternal, because they gave him a very small amount of time, and because he was so busy, he couldn't even leave his studio to go home. He literally slept in his studio because he was so busy composing music. So, I really love the idea of able to settle things with Mick Gordon. They bring him back to compose the music, and they give him lots of time to compose, and they allow him to take his time. They don't rush him, because when you rush things, it can go horribly wrong. But I will say, though, that despite being rushed, Mick Gordon's music, in both the games I've played which he composed music for, is absolutely incredible. Like, it's probably one of the greatest video game soundtracks I've ever heard in my life. Probably my favourite background music in a video game ever, because the music is just absolutely awesome. I listen to it quite a lot in my spare time. Just incredible music. So I hope, of course, they sell things with Mick Gordon and they bring him back to compose music too. So for a sequel, I hope they, of course, have it on a new world, which isn't Earth, because that would ruin Doom Eternal. They bring back Doomslayer, they introduce new enemies, new weapons, and bring Mick Gordon to compose the music. And also keep the same graphics as well that the last two games had to, because in my opinion, the graphics are great and they hold up really well, in my opinion. So I really hope they do another game, absolutely. So guys, this is me covering why, in my opinion, 2020's Doom Eternal is a big example, like I say, of a game that deserves sequels. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to put in the comments what you guys think of Doom Eternal. Do you think it needs a sequel? Think in the comments below. Also, be sure to join the team by pressing subscribe. Those come in the future, and I'll see you all later.